Okay folks, as you can see, I'm working on a Predator motor and like in a previous video I did one about the intake manifolds on a Predator, and I'm going to show you common problems. Number one is clearance. I mean, you got the motor right here, and on my Murray go-kart there's a bar just right past this valve cover, and so that means you can't curve the carburetor back, and I don't know of any manifold that makes it go out straight. There is one that curves it up and back, and there's also one that curves it up and over the motor, and I might get screwed and have to do that one. If you're in a situation like that, these little short manifolds like this will not work because it spaces it out too far. And I took one of these manifolds because it has a vacuum port, and that will run your fuel pump much better than using the valve cover. But here's the problem. I can use the regular, crud, there it falls on the floor. I could use these regular Allens to hold it on the right side, but if you look, this is a Nibby carburetor. What size is it? 22, Nibby 22. That's one they recommend for Predator motors. And you can see where my thumb is. There is no clearance to get a bolt inside there. So it has to be a stud. And guess what? None of them come in the kits. That's one I was using to help measure. And you can see I got the head is 10 millimeter, and I'm going to have to gauge with this, and then take my good marker over here and mark that out, and then cut enough to where I can put a nut to squeeze it down, because there's an O-ring right there. So this is the crap you got to put up with. And I'm going to go through all this, and I still may be screwed on my air filter, because look at this angle, and you can see that carburetor sticks to the edge of that, and I have very little room after that. So I may have to get that manifold that puts it up on top of this area right here. That will come in handy in weird placements you guys get into with your mini bikes and stuff. But I got a Murray go-kart, and I've had it for a long time. I've rebuilt this motor, and I'm going with the Nibby carburetors because the stock carburetors are sheer junk. They run a little while and then they just clog up, and then you go clean them and set them back up, and nothing you can do to adjust them will make them work right. So I've gone to a lot of trouble to do this sort of stuff to make it stupid proof, where I don't have to work on it very often. But this is the crap you got to put up with. Now you can see right side I got clearance to put that bolt in there, but because of this choke system, there's no room to put a bolt through there. In fact, there's no way to push one through. So you got to do a stud, and none of this is in the instruction manuals or anything about this. So I wanted you guys to see this and to let you guys know. Switch over to the Nibby carburetors. Also, stay away from that VM22s. I've had bad luck with the VM22s, and this one has an idle adjustment and everything on it. It's a good setup. So, and they're good priced. So anyhow, that's my take for today. Anyhow, you guys have a good one, and we'll catch you on my next video.